When practicing inquiry, one of the things we can look into is our understanding of space, especially in terms of distance, notions of distance. This is one of the practical ways we understand space. Somebody sent me an email recently with an optical illusion which is clearly doing the rounds. It's a picture of Albert Einstein, the scientist. It's a little bit fuzzy in places, but it's clearly Albert Einstein. But yet, if you step back about 15 feet, 5 meters or so from it, then it's clearly Marilyn Monroe. No sign of Albert Einstein. So what's the reality of that picture? Is it a picture of Albert Einstein, or is it a picture of Marilyn Monroe? It depends on the distance that you look at it from, doesn't it? Also, my reality depends on the distance that you're looking at me from. I'm only who it's generally agreed that I am from a particular distance. If you're looking at me from far away at all, you probably won't see me, you'll just see the exterior of my accommodation. And if you go far away enough, up into the atmosphere, you'll see the outline of my country. And if you go even further away, then you'll see my planet. And if you go further away, you'll see my sun, and then my galaxy. And even further away, you'll see nothing. Likewise, if you look at me, if you come closer to me, then I'll go out of focus. And if you come very close and pin your eyes against my face, against my cheek, you'll just see a field of bland colour. And if you look even closely with artificial means, you'll start to see rough textured skin. If you look closely, you'll see all sorts of stuff, but then you can keep going down to the cellular level, down to the atomic level, until what? I dissolve into probabilities. So I am only who I am from a particular distance. We are constantly putting things into different perspectives. The phrase that sparked us off was the one that said, "It makes a little look like very much." This applies to notions of distance. If I see a mountain in the distance, then I don't think of it as something very small, although it clearly is very small. I could put its height between, I could say this is its height. But we've got the notion that the mountain has a fixed height. Well, that's a scientific perspective, which is fine for scientific purposes. But that height, the height of that mountain is only a couple of inches. We have a lot of trouble saying that though, don't we? We have a lot of trouble saying that the height varies. We want the height to be fixed. This is our cognitive process in action. The idea that the height of things is changing all the time is not acceptable to us, even though that's what we're experiencing. That's our direct experiencing. But we substitute that with the scientific understanding. And as I said before, there's nothing wrong with the scientific understanding, but we shouldn't replace it with other kinds of understanding. The scientific understanding isn't the only mode of understanding. And sticking to that understanding and replacing it and allowing it to subvert our own experiencing is, well, for a start, there's no need to do it. We can accommodate both. We can accommodate the scientific understanding, but we shouldn't allow other kinds of understanding to get overridden, poetic understandings if you like. social understandings, understandings of convention. But actually the reality, according to self-enquiry, the reality is our direct experiencing. And in our direct experiencing, it's not just simply that the mountain is 2 inches high. There isn't even any mountain. It's a division. It's a result of the cognitive process. And we're no longer going there. We're coming back to that in which the mountain and everything else exists. So the mind makes a moment appear like an epoch. I explored that last time. It makes a little look like very much. It makes the unreal appear real instantly. And the unreal is the result of our cognitive process. We assume that what the cognitive process presents to us is reality. Thus has this delusion arisen. It is that momentary delusion that seems to have remained as the illusion known as the world, which in the eyes of the ignorant is an undeniable and solid reality. This delusion is arising from moment to moment. It's being created from moment to moment. It's being reinforced from moment to moment. As long as our attention is identifying with the notions, that's our reality. Whatever the attention identifies with is our reality. However, since this world appearance is based on the reality of the infinite consciousness, arguments concerning its unreal or unreal nature are of little consequence. It's all the self. So we can turn the attention back onto itself and then embrace everything, accept everything, be open to everything. It's all the self. And the apparent physicality, the apparent solidity of the world appearance is because of the power of the self. It's presenting itself to us in no uncertain terms. It's like an over-friendly big dog that leaps up on you and knocks you over in the process. So there we go. The infinite self is like an over-friendly big dog. Quite overwhelming. Quite overwhelming in its love and affection. It is indeed a great wonder that this world of diversity appears in the indivisible, infinite consciousness. Great wonder, it's a stupendous miracle. Yet it is no more than the painting of a dancer, with all the phenomena as the different parts, and the gods and the demons and other beings as her limbs. So it's a painting depicting a dancer, with all phenomena as her different parts, and the gods and the other beings as her limbs. It's all a painting on a canvas, or if you prefer, it's all dramas on a television set. The only enduring reality of all these dramas is the television set. All these are indeed nothing but their substratum, which has never undergone any change. It is the infinite, indivisible consciousness.